Good morning, everybody. Dwight Sanford here. I'm in for Sherry today. And we thank you for watching ETC. Thanks for tuning in to the Sherry Show. I'm with a very special lady today. Her name is Debbie Rooker. She's very involved with the, see how I do, Burnt Mountain Center. Yeah. She's very involved with the Burnt Mountain Center, and she's got a lot going on down there. Been there how many years?
42 years.
Been there 42 years. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate what you do, and I know I do. So tell us, what's a little bit about what's your day-to-day down there? What's it like?
Okay. Burnt Mountain Center is a center for adults with developmental disabilities.
Right.
We serve Gilmer, parts of Fannin, Pickens, and parts of Cherokee County.
Well, gosh,
so
yeah, great. I didn't know that. I thought it was just Pickens County.
No, we have people coming in from all over. Right now we have 76 clients coming in. We have people on the waiting list, new ones starting next week. And our day is chaotic, fun, and blessed. It's been a joy working at Burnt Mountain Center. Guys come in the morning, we do a thing called Community Access Individual. So we have about 12 clients that'll be going out one-on-one with staff, going out to the community. Everybody goes to Walmart.
Yeah.
That's the one place to go. They love to come up here to the park and walk.
Yeah.
They go, it's their choice. They get to go where they want to. So since the weather's got pretty, we've had them out walking, going fishing, going out and looking for the rocks that people hide, doing a lot of fun things now. We've got a group that's going to a Braves ball game today.
Yeah.
And so it's just a lot of different things. The rest of them are doing things at the center. We have a computer lab at the center, and we have a rec room, we have a kitchen, and so they're doing something different all day long.
That is excellent. That is excellent. You just keep them real involved with everything, don't you?
Yes.
You said there earlier, I think, you got a cooking thing you do down there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And you get them in the kitchen and y'all cook?
Oh, yes, yes.
That's great.
And we eat then.
Yeah. What kind of stuff do y'all prepare down there?
They have cooked a little bit of everything. One of the things that they loved the best was a chicken and dumpling casserole.
I'll be darned.
And they make all kinds of desserts. That's our downfall. Cupcakes, cookies, fudge.
Yeah. Y'all, have I seen buses with that on it? Are there buses or
we have
vans?
Yes, vans that has the name on the side, yes.
So y'all just go here and there and get things done, don't you?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Well, the Burnt Mountain Center, where is that located? Its headquarters is in Pickens County?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're in Jasper, Georgia.
Yeah.
Just right below the Appalachian College. Been there at that spot since 69, no, I think 75, 76 and all. Burnt Mountain Center actually started in the basement, in a small room in the basement of Tate Elementary School.
Yeah.
And they had maybe 12 clients by that time. And from there they moved on up to an abandoned bakery shop in Jasper. And we had someone that donated land for the Burnt Mountain Center. We had a benevolent contractor that came and done all the work. And at that time out at Pickens Tech, they had young men that was learning how to build houses and to do all that kind of stuff. So they volunteered. That with a group of parents and friends and all, they built the first Burnt Mountain Center.
How about that? You know what I've noticed? I've raised a lot of money for the American Cancer Society and the American Heart Association. Not more recently, but in my time, I have been real involved in that. And it's amazing how people will give. I mean, they'll come on board, won't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Makes
yeah.
you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yes, yes.
Heck yeah. Well, is there, do y'all have like things where you have music and events for the clients?
Oh, yes. Every year we have 4 major events. we have a Valentine's party.
Yeah.
And we always have a live band at all of our events. And we have a dance, they crown a king and queen at Valentine's Day. They get to dress up and all.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to have a luau. We're going to do it at a local park. Have the band will be there.
Yeah.
It is a blast. So everybody comes out and really enjoys that. In the fall, we have a killer Halloween thing. Everybody dresses up in costumes, and it is just, it's so much fun.
I could probably come dressed as an old man or something.
Well, that's already been taken care of. So. But it's a lot of fun. Some of the costumes they come up with is just awesome. Awesome.
I'll bet it is. I bet you really enjoy that, don't you?
I do. I enjoy being there.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people do, as I said earlier, do appreciate what you do. And guys, is it time for, what are we doing? Okay. We'll be right back.
As I travel through this pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me, leads me safely through the sinking sand. It is the Christ of Calvary. This will be my prayer, dear Lord, each day, that I may do the best I can. For I need the light to guide me day and night. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Lord, I need thee every hour. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea, dear Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Let me travel in your light divine, that I may see the blessed way. Keep me that I may be wholly thine, and sing redemption song someday. I will be a soldier brave and true, never firmly take my stand. As I onward go and daily need the foe, blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Jesus, hold my hand. Lord, I need thee every hour. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea, dear Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. When I wander through the valley down toward the setting of the sun, lead me safely to a land of rest. If I the crown of life I've won, I have put my faith in thee, dear Lord, that I may reach that golden strand. There's no other friend on whom I can depend. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Jesus, hold my hand. Lord, I need thee every hour.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
The mountains are calling, and they're closer than you think. Farmers Crossing in Ball Ground offers creekside lots with homes beginning in the 400s. Walking distance to downtown shopping, dining, tennis courts, Calvin Farmer Park, and local events. It also includes a beautiful hike to Long Swamp Creek. Leave the car and the worries behind. Move in by fall 2023. Call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Georgia Medical Treatment Center now has 2 locations to bring you the high-quality holistic care you've come to know and expect. We treat neck, back, and joint pain with chiropractic care and injection-based treatment without the need for surgery or prescription painkillers. Our medical weight loss program can also provide relief while ridding your body of toxins, pounds, and inches while improving your overall health. Call today for a free consultation, 770-345-2000, or go online to georgiamtc.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Whether you're swimming in the sea, or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Okay, we're back with you, folks. Thanks again for tuning in to ETC3. You're watching The Sherry Show. I'm filling in for Sherry today. I'm Dwight Sanford. And I got on a serious note here for you. I want to talk to you a minute about your TV. You may think you have a smart TV. I know you do. You're out there, all you people, you have what's called a smart TV. Well, I got bad news for you this morning. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'll just have to tell you anyway, because sometimes it's just fitting. I've been studying about this. You probably already heard about how I'll study about things, and I was studying about smart TVs. That TV is not smart, folks. You don't have a smart TV. If your TV was smart, it would adjust the volume when you're eating potato chips. And it don't do that. Anyway. Oh, how the comedy. I know you love it. Okay. We're here with Debbie Rooker. Rooker, I mispronounced it. Yeah, Debbie Rooker. Sorry about that. We're here with Debbie Rooker. And she is very involved with the Burnt Mountain Center down in Jasper, and they cover Cherokee, Pickens, Gilmer, and Fanning counties. Such a great thing you do, and you work hard. I know you do. There's a lot of doing in something like that. What little bit I do with the things I do, just musically is all I do. It can get involved, but I know somebody that's probably way more involved than I am. You stay very busy. Now, you brought a folder with you here, and you can go over some things in this folder that's involved with the Burnt Mountain Center.
This is a lot of old ones since we're celebrating 50 years. And we had a special friend, a son that went to Burnt Mountain Center, Desmond, and his mom, Ellen was a very special friend. They lived up here in Gilmer County.
There you go.
And Ellen was awesome. She was one of our parent leaders. She helped with so much and everything. And when she passed away, it was devastating to all of us and all. So Burnt Mountain Center, we built and dedicated a garden, a flower garden at the back of our center with picnic tables and pretty roses and everything so you could go out and enjoy it. That's something we did years ago for her. I had a picture here of where we, like Dwight had said earlier, we worked at the Pickens County newspaper, Pickens County Progress.
Oh yeah, I love that story. Yeah, tell us about that.
We worked there for 35 years. And we would get all of the ads that you get in the newspaper would come to Burnt Mountain Center, and our guys would sit there and collate them, put them all together. They put them all together, and I mean everyone from the highest functioning to the lowest functioning person had a job, and they were making money on doing this. They did that every Wednesday morning. We went up to the Progress office where they set up the newspapers. They used to print things there, and they would be printing the sections of the newspaper, and our guys would start putting the ads that they had already collated into the newspaper. And as the press was running, you know, it kept getting faster and faster. Our guys would keep getting faster and faster. And they did that for 35 years. And we were so blessed to have the Pickens County Progress. They would have a Worker of the Month where they would do a big picture, make a big poster of that person, give them a gift certificate to eat someplace locally, and they had bragging rights for a month. It was awesome.
Yeah, that
awesome.
is.
So they really enjoyed that. And the Progress could have, at any time, could have went and had where the ads were printed at. They would have collated and done all of that over there, put all the paper together, which would have been so much cheaper for them. But they were part family, so they've done it for as long as they could and as long as we could. So that was some of the things that they done. I got old snapshots of the very first director, Tom Thompson, that was the director there. He left after 6 years, and then James Driggers came. James was there for a couple of years, and he left, and then Mike Wofford took over, and then I took over for Mike. You know, we've done lots of different things. Special Olympics. We just finished Special Olympics last week, and it was awesome. But long ago, they used to travel up to different places to do the Olympics. One of them was, they went to North Carolina. We had a young man, Frank, that he skied. He won second place for skiing. Never been on skis before. They taught him, worked with him out of Atlanta for a little while before he went. These pictures are really old. Here's some where they made a quilt and sold that, auctioned it off for monies for the center.
I love it. It's just
we've always had an awesome parents group from the very beginning, when the parents went out there and carried rocks and raked and everything to get everything level and all, for them to start building on the center and all. But we have had an excellent parents group. The parents group would meet monthly. It was awesome. They had all bring covered dishes, and especially around gardening time, you had all those fresh vegetables. But they would sit there and they would meet, they'd talk. My mama was one of the presidents at one time, and I can remember before I ever started working at the center, when we would go out there, they would sit and they would talk about how they could help each other. And you know, if Sam's family, if the dad was going in the hospital to have surgery, Sam would be coming and spend the night with somebody else, you know, and they'd take care of him for a while. So they really worked hard with each other to make everything work, you know. This is a picture from back in '79 of the board of the Pickens County Training Center, as it was called back then, you know. So, you know, we have a lot of things going on. We have 26 staff that works down at Burnt Mountain Center, and we are a nonprofit, and anybody that works with the state now knows that it's not a lot of money, but there's a lot of love. These staff are dedicated. They work closely with each one of them. They've had them in their homes. They carry them home with them if something comes up and all. We've got a really good set of staff and all. We have Shirley that came up here with us today. She's been here at the center for 30 years. We just celebrated that. Just a month or two ago, we celebrated several of our staff. Shirley was 30 years. We had 2 that'd been there for 20 years, and another couple had been there for 16. It's just, we have longevity.
What a crew.
Yeah,
what a crew.
and they are awesome.
What does Shirley do at the place?
She's a program supervisor.
Wow.
And
well, you just get things done, is all they are to it. The Burnt Mountain Center, Debbie Rooker. Yeah, what a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
And say I bet around Christmas time, I bet there's a lot of food and a lot of activity.
There's a lot of fun.
Yeah, tell us about it.
We have we have plans from the beginning of December all the way up. Actually, it starts at Thanksgiving, and we have a huge Thanksgiving lunch. The staff prepares everything. We cook about 5 big turkeys, and we have staff all brings in all the side dishes and all. Shirley and I always makes the dressing, and we eat.
I bet
we
you
eat
do.
good and all. From there, we have the big Halloween party. We have Halloween party, then big Thanksgiving, then in December it just starts in a run. I mean, there's so much to do. The local thrift stores in Jasper and in LIJ, they always help us out and help fund either a Christmas dinner or going out to a movie or something like that where we all go out. We have a Christmas banquet at the local United Methodist Church in Jasper, and it is a family event, so the clients can bring all of their families. They dress up. It's a sit-down dinner and all, delicious meal, and the highlight, Santa comes.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
And that is awesome. And the clients have chosen gifts that they'd like to have. They let me and Shirley know what they like to have, and we get with Santa Claus and make sure it happens.
Yes, ma'am. Well, do y'all ever have a thing where people like just anybody can just come and like buy a plate and or do something like that, fundraisers? Or?
Yes, we do have fundraisers. We've had several fundraisers over the years and all, and hope to have another one planning next year. It takes a little while
What's
to
the
get
main
them done.
thing you do for fundraising? Sell cakes or sell dinners?
Well, the last one we had a bike ride, which was really great.
Yeah.
The nicest Georgia riders were awesome, and we had.
Those are always very successful too.
Yes, it was. It was really greatly successful. We had a lot of family members and local merchants made big baskets that we auctioned off. They sold tickets on guns. We had a barbecue lunch that day, so it was an all-day thing. Live music. It was great.
You know the cool thing about them big old burly biker guys.
They're as sweet
they're a
as
bunch
sugar.
of teddy bears.
They are. They are.
They are.
And
they're just as good as they can be.
They are super
sure
good.
Are. I know they'll come out and they'll just ride for, if anything, if somebody's sick.
Oh yeah, they'll help in any way and all.
Get it done
and if they find out that we're in a need for something, they'll get it.
Yeah.
You know, they've
Good
been awesome
people.
about doing that.
Yeah, I used to ride and meet them here and there and go to things. You know, they're everyone. You'll never find a bad egg.
No,
they're
good
always
people.
good folks.
Good people. Warm
They sure
heart.
are. Yeah, heck yeah. Well, I think it's about time now for a commercial. Is it commercial time? Yeah, or a song? What do you got? I'm just free falling here, folks. I don't know.
And I'm along for the ride.
Yeah.
Too cold.
Good. But it was.
What too cold? I ain't gonna get it.
He'd come in and I'd give him, make sure he got his medicine, got all that stuff. And
I had to shop.
Yeah.
Now, the nurse does that during school.
I had to
Okay,
take
he's
a shot.
a diabetic now and he's on insulin?
He's
Is that right?
started this summer,
Okay.
and it seems to be doing good. We're keeping the sugar down.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that would be a problem, which is kind of something new for us. And so it just so happened, him going to special populations, Monday through Thursday, they gave him a shot in his medicine bladder during that time. Then on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I would take care of that child. And then once he came to the school started, the nurse would take care of him Monday through Friday. I'd take care of him on Saturday and Sunday for us. Or, give him shots and stuff
Right.
like that.
I want to ask you about a very special lady. Your wife gave a lot of her
Right.
life to you. Can we talk a little bit about
We
her?
sure can.
Tell me about her.
Well-
Introduce your wife to our community, because as I watched the movie, I thought she is an amazing woman. Did they portray her as she is?
They did, and probably could have been a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And but she is, one thing we got. In fact, we just October the 4th, we celebrate our 55th anniversary.
Wow.
And I tell you what, she's been a great woman. She's when you're a coach and you're spending all your time out there on that field, she's home raising our 3 kids. We got 3 kids. In the movie they let us have 1.
Right.
So, but she, she's done that because coaching is just 24/7, just about all the time. You got time to go out, go to church, and that's about it. Then you're back out watching films and stuff like that. So she is actually, I coach track also, so she would keep the score and to keep the books, and then she'd do all of the book work at home, when I became AD. So she did all that work. And she is, like she said, is 40-something years. So in fact, I started volunteering in 1956. So it was right after we got married.
She's got to be a special lady.
She is.
She's got to be a special
I
lady.
robbed her cradle. She was 16 when I married her, and I was 21. So,
oh, wow.
But now we got, three kids. They've got families, and we've got 6 grandchildren now.
Okay, your favorite scene in the movie. Tell me your favorite scene, and I'm going to share mine with you.
Favorite scene? Let's see. Well, there's a lot of good ones in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if it's hard. It's hard. I guess it was the time that I told about the little boy under the house, the special needs kid. And that was when I was 12 years old.
I remember that.
Delivering papers, and that actually happened. And back then, we talked about back in the 40s, if you had a special need, you were either locked in a room where nobody could see you, or you was or put under the house like that kid was, or put in an institution.
Exactly.
Now, radio
families didn't take care of that.
No, certain families. Now, radio's mother really took care. She worried about that. She told me that she worked 2 jobs, and she was going to make sure they would not have to go in an institution. And then that's what she did. She worked at the hospital, and she did housekeeping.
Well, I have 2 favorite scenes in the movie. My very favorite is when you walk into the barber shop and you announce that you basically are going to give it up. I would love to have walked over and slugged that banker. I just really did not like him. I could not interview him today because I still have a hostility toward this man. Maybe I need treatment. I may need a little therapy here going on. But he really was a jerk. I mean, he just was. But his kid turned out to be a good kid. My next favorite scene is when his son presents him with the letterman's jacket. So those 2 scenes in the movie, the dad was basically a jerk, and then the son turned out to be a good kid.
Well, that really shows you in high school sports today. Parents are always trying to push the kids, what I mean, push the kids. Don't let them make up their own minds, but push it into things. And that's what that really represents, because we've had a lot of parents like that.
Oh, wow.
And so, that's just life. And it used to be, the parents you'd never see them at practice because they're working.
Right.
Now, toward my end of my coaching career, they started coming to practice. You know, they tried to this and that. A lot of politics into the thing now. So they've taken a lot of fun out. But you know, that was a good thing.
Where is that young man today, the man who presented him with the Letterman's jacket?
He is actually represents not just one person, but many.
Okay.
And you know, when I see a lot of us former players, you know, they say,
they think it's
Coach,
them.
is that me?
Yeah.
I says, I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
But it's but that's what he does.
Okay. Now, out of the movie, was there anything you would go back and change, or did they do it pretty much how you wanted it?
They did. We told them at first, you know, we didn't want them to. Well, like one scene, they called me and said, "Hey, we got you sitting on the front porch, you and Linda, and here, you know, you got a beer. Drink it, you put it." I said, "No, we don't. I don't drink." I said, "Don't put that." I said, "You can put a Coke if you want to."
Right.
And so they took that out.
Good for you.
And,
Good for you.
So, you know, I told them, you know, we wanted stuff that we could be proud of, and the people in Anderson could be proud of, our school could be proud of. So,
Right.
And Mike Tolan did a good job of that. He stuck by his guns.
The movie is incredible. It's a feel-good movie. It's a think-about-it movie. It is a classic that you want to see over and over again. And they couldn't have picked a more handsome man to play you. Cuba Jr. did a great job.
That's right. He did good job.
He did a really good job. He was very handsome.
He nailed it.
Yeah, he did.
And the man who played you, I think it's almost like I've met you before, you know? He did a really good job.
Well, you know, he likes sports.
Did he spend time with you?
Not till we actually went down to watch him film the movie.
Wow.
And Cuba didn't either. I mean, you know, we sent some films of up there that we'd had on DVDs. Not DVDs, I'm sorry, tapes. Tapes back then. So we sent them, and Cuba got all that, all his action out of that. And now Ed, I met him for the first time. He got on the scene 2 weeks earlier than Cuba, because Cuba was still filming in Atlanta. And so we got to meet him, and I found out they don't shoot the scenes in order.
That drives you crazy, doesn't it? They're like starting at the back to the front, and you're okay.
That's exactly. You know, the last scene they shot was when Radio was out on the field. Remember about when he got left behind with the pouring down rain. You know how they make rain?
Heartbreaking. No.
They got a big guy comes in with his big truck. I mean, he got that light. I mean, so far out with this tremendous big hose. Must have been fire hose.
Wow.
But they just.
See, I always thought you had to wait for the perfect moment and film the scene in the rain.
You don't do that.
Oh my goodness.
And one you can see is when the bus. You remember when we couldn't go on the bus? That day you can look in the background. It's sunshine.
Oh wow.
It's just raining out, you know. Right there. So it's neat. They can make anything. We found that out.
Now, did you write a book or a screenplay, or did they just come to you and want to share your story?
Well, the way that happened in 1996, Gary Smith from Sports Illustrated, he called and he said he wanted to do an article on our relationship. So he came up and he spent a week with us, and he did so. I mean, he's so thorough about checking out everything. He probably found out things that we didn't know. And but anyway, he came up and did that. Gary back. He lives in Charleston, South Carolina, and so Gary wrote the article, and it came out in right before Christmas of '96. And the name of the article was "Someone to Lean On," and it was about a 10-page article in Sports Illustrated. So, by that thing being a worldwide magazine, Mike Tolan read it when he was getting on the airplane, and his wife said, "You know, you got to back a movie out there." So that got it all started. And then a lot of people called, a lot of production companies, and we didn't know what to do. I mean, it was a shock and all that, so we put them off, which was great. And then Mike flew down to Anderson, stayed about 2 or 3 days with us. We liked it. we signed our life story rights with them in '97. So.
How y'all doing out there? Welcome to LIJ. That's with a J.
About 90 miles north of Atlanta, where the Coosawattee lay. They come out of the hills to pay their telephone bills in a town called LIJ. When the mayor drove a shiny 62 Corvette, Slim was in a cruiser with a Cobra jet. What you see is exactly what you get if you come to LIJ. Hey, LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. LIJ, good enough for you and me. Yeah. Apple blossom, baby possum, muscadine wine. Leave all your troubles at the welcome sign. I'm so proud to call a piece of this mine a town called LIJ.
How you like them apples?
Rivers run right through the middle of town, and late in the evening when the sun goes down, you can drive through and hear the happy sounds of the folks in LIJ. Now way back in the summer of '73, the Red Dot parking lot was the place to be. But you could get more than what you bargained for back in those days in LIJ. Yeah, you could. LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. LIJ, good enough for you and me. Yeah. 69 Road Runner, Charger RT, pistol grip 4-speed, 383. Boys, that's the way it all used to be, right here in LIJ. LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. LIJ, don't you want to come and
There you go, folks. That's a song called Welcome to Ellijay. I wrote that song myself. You know me. Yeah, I wrote the song. It was one cold night up on the side of the hill up there overlooking the lights of Ellijay. And here it come. Welcome to Ellijay. We come out of the hills to pay our telephone bills in a town called Ellijay. I love Ellijay. Been here a long time too. It's a good little place to be. A lot of stuff happening in Ellijay these days. It ain't like it used to be. But things change and things move on. And time has made a change in the old home place. And time has made a change in me. And it'll do that. It'll do that. You can look at it two ways, folks. You can not be here to see the change, or you can just be proud of the change and proud of the fact that you were here. Anyway, that's enough babbling out of me. And we're happy to be here with Debbie Rooker today.
Got it right.
Yeah, I got it right that time. Debbie Rooker is the, what'd you say your title is down there?
I'm the director.
The director of the Burnt Mountain Center. In other words, folks, she does a whole lot of good for a whole lot of people. And it's hats off to you, Miss Debbie.
Well,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
what you do. And that Sherry Martin, I reckon she's holed up at home looking after some a medical situation. Everything's going to be good. It'll be all right. And she got an early jump on that, and that's good. And so it's ETC3, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. You're watching The Sherry Show. My name is Dwight Sanford. I'm in for Sherry today. And if you've noticed, when I ask people questions, I actually let them answer the question. Yeah, I don't talk or I don't answer it for them. So that's a little joke for you there, Sherry. Hope you like it. Oh, I'll do a tribute too. I'm going to do a tribute. Here's your tribute. You ready? This is a Sherry tribute. You guys ready in the control room? Here we go. I'm filling in for Sherry today. I am. Yes, I am. Yep. I'm filling in for Sherry. Oh, and one more thing. Okay, now we're over to Debbie Rooker. Rooker. I had it right the first time, sorry. And seriously, on a serious note, that was real funny. I know y'all love it. They're cracking up in the control room. Oh, we do have fun, don't we? Yeah, this time at your expense, Sherry. That's okay. That's okay. You can afford it. Anyway, you got a 50th anniversary coming up.
Yes.
Now, that's a big deal. 50?
50
That's
years.
a half a century.
Don't keep
My
saying
Lord.
it like that. That
Yeah,
makes me old.
I was here for every bit of that. Yeah, it's a 50th anniversary coming up, celebration at the Burnt Mountain Center down in Jasper. What's that address again?
515 Pioneer Road in Jasper.
515 Pioneer Road. Now, there'll be a lot of food.
There'll be food. There'll be our individuals, our clients are going to be playing games. We've got cornhole.
Yes.
Karaoke. We have a jukebox. There's going to be music. There'll be a lot of old staff and families and friends just coming in to visit. And
Is it a real jukebox?
it's a real jukebox.
A vintage Victrola,
So it's going to be
1951.
fun. I love it.
Boy, I'm coming. Seriously,
Okay.
if I can remember this, I'm going to be there.
You've got the written invitation.
I got it right here. Yeah,
We'll
I'm
write it
gonna
on
be
your
there.
forehead.
Yeah, well, elaborate on what all is going to be happening during this major celebration here, a 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary, yes. I know that the Pickens County Progress is going to be there, and they're going to be doing a big story. We're going to have boards throughout the center that's going to have pictures of things that's been going on in the past. And we still have a couple of the original clients that started out in that basement in Tate. So they're going to be there so people can talk with them. Just get to know what we're doing. I want people to come in and see what we're doing now. Burnt Mountain Center is always a work activity center, and due to state and federal regulations, we had to quit working. But in the past, they started out, we had a wood workshop, and they made wood furniture that was sold down in Atlanta, the porch swings and things like that. We've had, we worked for QSR, Quality Rubber, which used to be the old rubber plant. They would bring spark plug covers over, and we would inspect those and check those and all. And we have done all types of jobs, from pulling carpet remnants to bagging charcoal. They sorted hardware, and there's just going to be pictures that's going to show everything they've done in the past and all, which is a lot. They've done a lot, and our guys adjusted well to not having any work anymore. We have a computer lab. They like to go in there. They work on goals in there. They come up with awesome recipes that they go in the kitchen and they cook. We have, like I said, the activity center. We have the driving simulators. We have games to play. Nintendo. We do lots of arts and crafts. They'll be showing some of their work and things that they've done. And
now, at this anniversary, it's going to be an outside event, isn't it?
It's going to be outside and inside.
Both
Yes,
of them.
yes.
Are y'all going to have the games that you have? Or are you going to have little teams that compete against each other and that
Oh,
kind of
they
thing?
do that all the time. They team up and see who's going to win.
Yeah.
Cornhole's one of the biggest things, and Shirley and I play up against them, and our record's pretty good.
Yeah.
So they
y'all
like
do
to,
good then, do you?
Yeah, they like to try to beat us, but
Well.
points for the old people. We still get it in there. So.
Yeah, heck yeah. And you said a lot of food. I'm going to be present on this day.
Mm-hmm.
And we can come there, and anybody can come, right?
Oh, yeah.
And,
we'll have our cookbooks will also be on sale. We did a
Yeah.
cookbook. That's one of our fundraisers, and we still have a lot of those. Those are going to be on sale now. Some great recipes in there. And it's just going to be a lot of fun, just getting to see everybody. It's just a big reunion. And so it'll be really good.
People get to come and interact, and you can make donations that day.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And people could see some things that they might want to come and volunteer doing. Our doors are always open.
Yeah. Well, that sure does sound like, you ladies, 30 years, and you've been there how long?
42.
42. Okay. You've done that longer than I drove a school bus.
Oh.
And I drove a school bus 41 years. Y'all are just really dedicated.
See, I started there when I was 8 years old, so working there when I was 8, so.
How about that?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
it sounds better, yeah.
Well,
that was my joke.
Yeah, okay, well,
Okay.
Yeah, we need, surely it's going to beat what I told, so. Talk to us about that. You said a while ago, did I catch that right? You had a couple of clients that have been there since the whole thing started?
Yes.
Tell us about those guys.
Okay, I've got a picture of them here. There's in a group. This picture, I don't know if you can see that up here at the top, is it from the Tate's Elementary School and all. And some of them are still around. So, it's just awesome to sit around and talk to them. They've got a few stories, and we've got some awesome stories. So come by and visit us that day. Just ask us about the history and all. There's just so much that they can give.
Yeah.
Anytime
can
you
we drop
sit down-
names of the people, these clients that have been there all that time, or
I
no?
can drop some of them. Most of these are passed away.
I got you.
And we've got Robert that's been there from the beginning. Awesome little fella. He's still there. He comes by my office every morning and sits with me, gets a hug, sits with me for a while till time to go into whatever room he's going to go to and all. Then we've got, and Frank's been there since around the beginning too, and he's going to a ball game today, but he mowed grass for us yesterday. They're trying to get everything fixed up and cleaned for this big event and all, so it's awesome.
Well, Robert and Frank, I'm coming to see you. I can't wait to meet you. I want to come down there and meet you fellas, and I'm going to be there at this 50th anniversary thing. We'll have some fun. And now talk to us about Debbie Rooker. You were born in Jasper?
I was born in Tate, Georgia.
Tate, that's close enough.
Yeah, that's close enough and all.
Yeah.
Lived there all my life. I married my high school sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
We were married for 25 years. He passed away about 25 years ago. And so the center is my family. I started to work when my baby when she was just 3 weeks old. So my kids grew up with the clients at the center, my whole family. My daughter now works with people with disabilities.
What a family it is.
We're just
what
a
a
big
family that is.
And that's that way with about everybody that works there.
You went to school and everything right there in Pickens County your whole life. Graduated high school, the whole thing. Now, Miss Shirley over here, she was born and raised in Pickens County too. How about that? Went to school the whole time. And you've been involved 30 years and you've been involved 42 years. Ladies, that is great. Y'all
like
do
I
good.
was telling you earlier, anybody that works there will tell you that it's more than a job. You get a blessing every day.
Yeah.
If you feel low or you're feeling sorry for yourself about anything,
I know. Oh, yeah.
you come down there for just a little while and you get everything in perspective really fast and all.
Yeah.
And you'll walk away with a blessing. They're
Absolutely.
just a super group of people.
Absolutely.
The guys all wanted to tell Sherry hello and that they're thinking about you, and they loved coming up and seeing her. So if she's able, she really needs to come visit them down at the center.
Yeah, and I do that with the special friends. You know, I think of them often. And if I'm having it, like you said there, if I'm having a bad day or something ain't going right or whatever, you know how people get.
Oh yeah.
And I'm the world's worst probably. Just think of them, and think of how happy they are.
Yes.
And then that tells me I need to get up off my hump.
And get going.
That's right. That's right.
Get going now.
That's exactly right.
They have gotten me through some major events in my life. When my husband passed away, the staff was awesome. I mean, I was out of work for over a month. They visited me down in Atlanta at the hospital where he was at. They helped take care of me, sent things for him and all. When I come back to the center, it was just like, coming back home. I even had one of the young men tell me not to worry about anything, that he'd take care of me and the kids now.
Yeah.
So it was.
How about that?
Yeah, they are just a godsend.
Absolutely. They're great folks. Great folks. Now, Shirley, what's Shirley's last name here?
West.
Shirley West, Debbie Rooker.
You got it.
And y'all just do great. Well, I tell you what, guys, there's no more songs or anything, right? No? Okay. No? You got another song? Okay. Make it a short one, and I'll be right back. Is it a short one? No, I don't have short songs. I'm sorry about that. No, I only write 6 to 8 minute songs. No, just we'll be right back with you and say goodbye here in just a second.
Many years ago, in days of childhood, I used to play till the evening sun would come. Then wandering down an old familiar pathway, I could hear my mother call at set of sun. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. Some of my fondest memories of my childhood were woven around supper time. And Mom, I remember how you used to call from the steps of our old home place. You'd always say, "Come home, son, it's supper time."
what I'd give to hear that just one more time. But you know, time has woven a realization of truth that's even more thrilling. And that's when we hear that call from the portals of glory to come home for supper time. When all of God's children gather around the table with the Lord Himself, and we celebrate the greatest supper time of all. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. Okay, folks, what a show, what a show. I'm Dwight Sanford. I'm here for Sherry Martin, and we got Debbie Rooker and Shirley West, and it's been quite a show. We've looked into what these two ladies do every day to help a lot of people, and they keep saying they're the ones that get the blessing, and I understand that. I actually understand that. I do. Well, we're about to wind it up now. I got you a new CD coming real soon. I'm hard at work in the studio, getting stuff done. Steel players are coming, and fiddle players, and harmonica players. We're going to get it all done. And ladies, thanks for being here today.
Thank you
Debbie,
for having us very much.
thank you. Good show. And I thank you folks for watching ETC and for watching the Sherry Show. And I'll be seeing you again soon. They're not going to get rid of me real easy. I'll be back. And thank you again.
Thank you.